So, what's your name?
Mary Gallagher,
Where were you born?
Jamestown, California,
When were you born?
3/13/30.
How old are you?
Well, I'm going to be 86 next month.
How long have you lived in Sonora?
Well, let's see. How should I put this? I also lived in the Bay Area, but I was back and forth a lot because my mother lived here.
Mhm.
And then when Jack retired, we decided to come back here to live.
Mhm.
So I guess at this point, hon, you might as well put down, and I went off to college too, but I was back home. Let's see, 85, I guess.
How long have you lived in this house?
Let's say I moved in when I was a year old, hon. And at this point, that's 85 years.
What was Sonora like when you were a kid?
It was small, but the one thing I liked real well is you knew everybody in town.
Where did you go to elementary school and high school?
I went to the Dome for the grammar school and Sonora Union High School for high school.
What kind of things did you study in school?
Well, just about the same things you do. We had English, we had math, we had history, we had geography, and of course our PE.
I heard you were alive in World War II. What was that like?
Well, we had, you know where the park is.
Mm-hmm.
There was a huge big billboard right across the park that you'd see as you're driving up. You didn't see the park. And that's where everybody's name that was in the service. And of course, we didn't like it when they didn't come back. And we were pleased with the ones that did come home.
How old were you during World War II?
When it started, I was 11. And about 16 when it quit.
What was Sonora like during World War II?
Well, of course, you know during World War II, you had rationing for gasoline, shoes. You had to have regular things for buying certain things at the grocery store, like sugar, coffee, and I forget some of the other things that were rationed. And of course, like chocolates and that, you didn't see much of that either. Candy. It was sent to the fellas overseas.
What did you do for entertainment when you were a kid?
Oh, we used to have barbecues, and we'd go to the movies, and then when we got to the age where cars were around, they were real old cars. that the fellas were driving.
How have the cars changed from when you were a kid?
Yes, thank God, because they could boil over. The old ones could, like going up, like coming up from the Parrots Ferry, where we used to go swimming. And it showed the bridge because the water was down so low. And coming up the hill back home, it could boil. And then coming into Sonora, there was a few hills that they were very bad because of boiling over. I'd say that's the biggest thing that, thank God, got rid of.
Mm. What were your favorite radio programs?
Well, like the Lone Ranger. I can't even remember all of them. I used to watch them, hear them rather. And you just used your imagination because you couldn't see anything.
Yeah. How did you get around from place to place when there wasn't advanced cars that you could like drive really easy?
We used our bicycle and we used these feet and walked.
What did you and your friends do for fun when you were a kid or a teenager in Sonora?
Well, we'd go to the movies. Like I said, we would have barbecues and we'd go swimming, or we'd like go up to the mountains. And then when you were in high school, most everybody in the summer worked. And I worked up at Pinecrest one summer.
What do you miss that's no longer here in Sonora?
I liked it when it was small. And it isn't that anymore. I just got a big kick out of what things have changed so.
Yeah.